Hey, what's up, guys? It's Danny G here from the Weekly D Podcast. And first of all, I want to thank you for clicking on this episode and listening to us. We very much appreciate every listen, every follow, every like, every review y'all leave us. First of all, I just want to, like I said, I want to say thank y'all for clicking on this and listening. This episode might seem a little out of place, but it's actually the episode that we had corrupted audio. We finally got it fixed. We figured, there's a lot of gold moments, a lot of good moments in here, a lot of educational moments about crypto. So we decided to get it fixed. It's fixed. It's edited. It sounds perfect, and we just wanted to release it to y'all because we really liked this episode, and we were both bummed out. Kyle and I were both bummed out that it didn't work out in our favor. So here is Weekly D number 105, the Crypto Derby. Enjoy the show.
Hey, what's up, D-Fam? This is the greatest bi-city podcast in the world, the Weekly D Podcast. I'm your host, Danny G, and today we're joined by Crypto King, Kyle C.
What's up, dude? How's it going? Welcome back. Glad to be back on another episode of the Weekly Podcast. As you know, that just an awesome fucking co-host, as always.
Yep, the best co-host in the world.
Thanks, man. That means a lot.
That's true. It's true. You're the best co-host I could have asked for.
Dan's just like, fuck you. Gosh, fuck you. Fuck Kyle, too. But fuck you, Daniel.
Right, he calls me.
Best podcast host. What about me? What about my feelings?
Oh, no. God. That'd be hilarious, though.
That would be super funny, though.
you know what's funny? When me and him used to podcast together, we used to call each other and just leave each other random voicemails. And the plan was to always save them and post them on the podcast, but we could never figure out how to save a fucking voicemail.
God damn it.
But there are some of the funniest things ever. Because, like, me and him both work different schedules. Mm-hmm. So, like, I would go to his house, and if he was passed out, I'd call him, like, hey, fat boy, wake up.
Time for another episode of the Weekly D Podcast.
He would do the same shit when I wouldn't answer. He'd be like, hey, buddy, it's time to record.
What are you doing?
What you doing?
Hanging out there, twiddling your dick. What are you doing? You need to get up. Did you fall asleep masturbating again?
No one's supposed to know that.
Oops. Shout out to the Christmas special.
God damn, dude. This podcast, I always thought it'd be all fun and whatnot, but I've been burned the worst on this podcast, I think.
We gotta keep you engaged, Dan.
I'm so fucking exposed.
What have you been up to, man? How's it been going this weekend?
It was a pretty good weekend. Pretty good week, At work, I was flopping back and forth between my old store and the new store I work at, so that was fun.
Oh, fun. You were going back and forth?
Yeah, I was going back and forth.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Good.
They needed help where I was. But, yeah, so we did that. It was my fiance's brother's 20th birthday, so we got to celebrate a little bit. That was fun, We got to celebrate.
Next year's the big 21.
Yeah. I told him, I was like, next year you better brace yourself, because...
You're like, because I'm going to be cuñado, and you're going to be my brother-in-law, and I'm going to get you drunk as hell.
I told him I'm going to get him figgity fucked up.
Figgity fucked up. We fucked up.
Yeah, dude, I told him, I was like, brace yourself. I was like, I know you don't drink, I know you don't smoke, but when you turn 21, they're not going to remember that day.
I mean, I remember it pretty vividly, but it's because I had my birthday on a Monday. I went to the
bar
on a Monday. Yep. Yeah. But I mean, I had like a lot to drink. Like I drank an Adios motherfucker. I drank quite a few shots. I did a 4 Horsemen shot. Was feeling pretty good. I just didn't get. I had such a high tolerance from college.
Exactly.
It's just kind of like whatever.
Yeah, I had such a high tolerance by the time I turned 21 where I was like, do I even want to drink? I was already hungover from like the day before.
My tolerance has gone down so much. Like a lot. Like 6 beers will get me good and ready.
Yeah.
Like there was a time where I could down an entire 12-pack and not feel shit.
Bro, talking about downing 12-packs here.
Yeah.
That Corona Seltzer, like, it did not hit me at all, right? And for those of you all that don't know, last week when we were recording, I drank a whole 12-pack of the Corona Seltzers. I was
you kept bragging about how they're not hitting you at all.
Exactly. I was fine. They didn't hit me, right? Once I was done wrapping everything up, we cut and I put all my shit up and I laid down in bed. My head fucking started spinning. I was like, whoa.
Were you just on Noah's Ark after that? Floating on the shore? I've been there, done that before, man.
I was like, Castaway, bro.
Super sober until I laid down. I'm like, nope.
I started yelling, Wilson!
It'd be the great white whale! Don't talk to your mother that way.
But yeah, so that was fun. But so I got a funny story. It's kind of a funny story, kind of a shitty story.
I looked at the notes and said Danny's Roomba story, and I now want to know what's going on with that.
So my fiance, her family has a lot of dogs, right? And her mom used to always complain that, you know, it was a pain in the ass sweeping after all these dogs because 2 of the dogs shed and 1 of them doesn't.
Which is fair.
So they got a Roomba, right?
Mm-hmm.
They got the Roomba. They turn it on every night. It fucking vacuums a couple times out the day. Keeps the house pretty clean. Keeps hair controlled. Well, anyways, while we're setting up for my fiance's brother's birthday, you know, we're decorating, blowing up balloons and this and that. Mm-hmm. We're all chilling in the kitchen, just bullshitting, having a good time, having a few beers. When all of a sudden, a lingering scent hits us. And we're like, what the fuck's that smell? And so we started looking around. We don't see anything, but we smell the smell of shit. Right? Shittiest fucking smell in the world. And I was like, well, fuck, you know, I went outside to take the trash out. Let me check my shoes. I'm checking my shoes. No shit on my shoes. But the smell is fucking strong in the kitchen and in the dining room. So we're looking around. We're like, what the fuck is going on here? And then we hear the Roomba turn off, which was weird. We're like, why the fuck would the Roomba turn off out the blue? So we walk down their hallway towards my fiance's room because she has the downstairs room. Mm-hmm. And from her doorway all the way to the dining room, there's a snail trail of shit along the whole floor. But not just that. We walk into her room and we see where her dog, Casper, the friendly ghost, fucking shit in the middle of a room. And the Roomba caught it, ate that shit, and then started going in circles because it didn't know what to do. The sensors were getting thrown off as it was eating the shit. And it just started spinning in circles in her room. So there was a shit spiral in her room. Then it decided to burn out and go towards the kitchen. Went into the dining room and went around the chairs, in and out, under the table. Caught some seat cushion, spun around the fucking seat cushion, smearing shit everywhere because it still has shit all over it. Then it gets caught on a cord and turns off. After smearing all the shit all over the fucking house. So we pick it up and the fucking room is just, it's just the whole bottom, the rollers, everything is just shit. Like, God. It was fucking disgusting. How the fuck do
you clean that? Because you're not going to throw it in water to clean it.
Bro, well, that was the thing, right? And I was like, well, I can watch a YouTube video and see how to disassemble it. So I did that, but to clean all the shit out this fucking Roomba that you can't wash because every single fucking piece has a electronic on it was the nastiest and biggest pain in the ass ever, dude.
Did you get it out?
Oh, we cleaned it out. We bought a bunch of alcohol, fucking toothbrushes and Q-tips and all kinds of shit. Another vacuum to vacuum the shit out of it.
You scarred
Oh my god. Dude, I had the Roomba in a million fucking pieces, just cleaning shit out of every crevice on that thing. It was horrible. And then on top of that, the house smelled like shit for the whole night, even after we poured Fabuloso and bleach everywhere. Because it fucking smeared.
That was everywhere. You probably didn't get everything.
Bro, it went everywhere. It literally did a fucking spiral, though, in her room, and then it decided to bail out. I was so fucking pissed. And then, like, all I can think of, I was like, this is a fucking $600 smart vacuum. And then it doesn't have a fucking shit sensor. Like, how the fuck do you pay so much on a vacuum and it doesn't have a shit sensor? It doesn't know when to turn off. No, instead of fucking it eats the shit and smears it everywhere. And then it turns off.
God.
Dude, it was
that
horrible.
would be a nightmare. Because I've thought about getting a Roomba, but my dog's also really aggressive with vacuums for some reason. He hates vacuums. And I don't know how he would handle a Roomba.
At first, her dogs were really scared of it, but it's fairly quiet. Compared to a normal vacuum, it's fairly quiet. It's just a little robot.
It just kind of goes around. Yeah. I mean, maybe Balta wouldn't mind that too much, but he like the big vacuum fucking, even if it's not on, like if I run it, like roll it, goes crazy. He'll go, like he'll start biting at it. I'm just like, dude, chill out. Chill out. He hates that thing. Yeah.
Did you traumatize him as a puppy? Is that why he hates it?
I didn't. I don't know. He just didn't like it one day. Because one day we heard him. He was in there with me while I was cleaning. He like, oh no. Like on the bed, and then he sees it and he jumps in it and just.
Oh no!
What is wrong with you? So I picked him up and I threw him out of the room. Like not actually threw him, but I like grabbed him and like set him outside. I didn't just eat him. Like, but, I mean, he's only 14 pounds. I could have, but I didn't.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I moved him out of the room and closed the door. And I'm just like, what the hell is wrong? He comes out. He acts like nothing happened after that. He stares at the thing. He's like, all right, cool. Whatever.
Oh my god.
No big deal.
No, dude, but if you're gonna get a Roomba, just make sure there's no shit on your floor, please.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I don't want to deal with that.
It goes from a fun time to a shitty situation really fucking quick.
No pun intended.
No pun intended. It was shit covered.
Oh god, that'd be terrifying.
Dude, it was fucking horrible. That. And the smell, bro. That. Like that's what I'm saying. I don't understand how a Roomba's so fucking expensive. It has all these sensors and electronics. But it can detect, hey, I picked up shit, maybe I should stop. Instead, it goes into like fucking R2-D2 panic mode and starts going in circles and then takes off. It was horrible. God damn,
that is a shitty situation.
Dude, it was the worst fucking situation. And then we're decorating for his birthday because he's supposed to have a surprise birthday in the morning.
Surprise?
Surprise, it's shitty. Dude, it was fucking horrible.
Oh god!
Yeah, stay away from Roombas if you have dogs that tend to shit in the floor by accident.
God damn!
And you know what the worst part is? Her dog doesn't normally shit on the floor. This was a one-time occurrence.
It just happened to be when it happened to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know how that made sense when in my head. I was like, it just happened to be when that happened to happen.
It was Murphy's Law. What can't go wrong will go wrong.
And it did. It did very much.
You got Murphy'd.
Well, I had literally nothing like that bad happen to me. Just so that we're clear, because I can't top that story. I'm gonna be honest with you. Got some new beer. Well, it's like a cider, so that's cool. Pivot. It's their what is it? Vintage hard cider, which is pretty cool, and they have like a rosy riveter on the front of it. It's pretty sick. Mm-hmm. But that's pretty much like the extent of how my weekend was. We went and got food somewhere. We have Torchy's now, which is cool.
Have you been hitting up Torchy's a lot?
Yeah, we go to Torchy's like once a week.
Nice.
It really shouldn't, because
Dude, I'm so upset with Torchy's in Sugarland. It used to be so good, and yesterday we went. It was garbage, bro.
Really?
Yeah, it was so bad. Like my favorite taco. One of my favorite tacos is the fried avocado taco. It was disgusting.
Was it just bland, or was it like?
It was so bland, dude. So flavorless. We got the scallywag, which is supposed to be their taco of the month. That one was good, but everything else we got was horrible. A potato, egg, and cheese taco was It was super bland as well.
Yeah. Okay. So you're also a fan of their breakfast tacos. I get their breakfast tacos as my go-to. Like I'm like a Wrangler person, 100%. Like I'll get a Wrangler, or I'll get like the ranch hand.
Okay.
The ranch hand's good because of brisket and stuff, but like the Wrangler's my personal favorite.
Yeah, dude. We were upset.
My wife made some enchiladas today. Those were bomb.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they were bomb enchiladas. I ate like 5. She judged me for eating 5, but like I did eat 5.
That sounds delicious.
She made some bomb ass rice too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were good. Well, because like I said, like Kentucky does like California style, not the kind of like which are like great, like the chili gravy and stuff. So she made like Texas style enchiladas for me.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, yes. But she used like mozzarella cheese and like Colby Jack and a little pepper jack too that we had kind of laying around. Oh man. Dude, it was like chicken enchiladas with like just like stuff with like Colby Jack mozzarella. It just hit.
That sounds delicious, bro. That sounds fucking delicious.
She didn't think it good this time around because like she put a little too much like gravy in it.
Don't say she put too much. This is a podcast. She's gonna hear it later. Just say it was delicious.
She said she did that. I didn't say she did that. I thought they were fine. She said they were a little too like runny. But I didn't think that, and I was like, oh man,
you're all delicious. For it.
Yeah, that's why I ate 5.
It was a little slice of home, huh?
Oh, dude, it was so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I mean, like that's pretty much the extent of my week. It wasn't like super exciting. Just a lot of quality.
Yeah.
With a couple friends, some friends and some family.
That's
we went to this area of town called Norton Commons, which is like So Norton Commons is basically like this place in like Louisville, but it's like a community inside Louisville, but it's like a community of like rich people. Everybody's got like a $500,000 home. They all live in this place, but there's like some good food there. There's like Gustavo's, like Mexican food, like good like tacos and stuff. They have like a good like Asian restaurant, a couple other things in there. So we went over there for that. But dude, it's one of those places you go in, you're like, man, you just see like, you know, white people like walking their dogs really casually at night and stuff like that. And you're like, oh man, there's these people that are just hanging out in their patio and they have their front door open. And I'm like, oh, it's like goals, dude. Like, you know how safe it is by that. Yeah.
Right.
Like,
dude, that is goals right there.
And no, not to white people. It just happens to be like the majority of people that live there are white.
Yeah.
it just ended up being just particularly that's what it was.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, it was really cool.
Yeah,
it's a cool place.
I bet to just feel that calmness and that like safeness to just be like, oh, okay, we're gonna chill outside.
Once I'm a crypto billionaire, I'll live in a place like that. Nice community.
Once I'm a crypto billionaire, I'm buying a fucking ranch with hundreds and hundreds of acres, and I'm just gonna live dab in the middle of it.
Is the fountain going to be made of ranch too?
Huh?
Just a fountain, like to be a ranch, but then also there'll be a fountain outside of your house that'll also be a ranch fountain.
Yep.
Which you can use for buffalo wings.
Yep, and I'm gonna have chickens on my farm so I can turn them into buffalo wings.
They just fall in all the time. So it's just like just chickens covered in ranch dressing.
They fall in there. I'm like, babe, get the buffalo sauce. Bring the Franks.
Yeah, because if they fall too deep, it becomes a fryer.
Yeah,
just automatically fried.
I'm like, bring the Franks.
Oh God, beautiful.
Yeah,
waiting our life.
Yeah, honestly, if I become a Doge millionaire, the one thing I'm gonna make sure I get is a fountain with Kool-Aid in my house.
Ah, yes. Oh, also, definitely that high C from like McDonald's that they used to say.
The orange one?
Yeah, get like a water fountain that's just filled with that.
Fuck yeah. You know what? I changed my Kool-Aid idea. Let's turn it into orange icy. Just nonstop orange icy.
Just bring back the nostalgia.
Bro,
100%.
Why did they take that away? It was so delicious. It was probably horrible for us, but it tasted delicious.
I don't know. Probably because it was horrible for us. I think they brought it back recently.
They did for a little while. I think they took it back out.
Well, you know how that goes too. If there's like something that's really popular and gets really popular, they'll give it to you for like a little bit and they'll take it away so they can send it back.
Fucking assholes.
You know, for special occasions, and they make a lot of money.
Yeah. I mean, but there's nothing better than getting a hot and spicy in the orange soda.
Yeah. Dude, they don't have hot and spicy here in Kentucky. It doesn't exist. Yeah, they have a spicy chicken, which is the new spicy chicken select.
Not good.
Where you have the sauce on it and stuff, but they don't have like a spicy McChicken here.
What?
It does not exist here.
That's bullshit.
There is no palate for it, and it pisses me off because I'm like, people would love it here. Why are you doing this to us?
Right, dude. What the fuck? I didn't know McDonald's was that different between state and state.
That's the only thing that I've noticed is they don't have the spicy, but like, I mean, otherwise it's pretty like on par.
Okay,
but like, I don't know. It's a spicy McChicken's just like it used to be my go-to when I was living at home in Texas.
Yeah, the hot and spicy. You can't go wrong with it.
Hot and spicy, just as is.
Extra
lettuce
mayo
and mayo. Yeah. Sometimes I would just get just mayo if that's. I don't know. I don't care if that's disgusting. I would just get like a hot and spicy with mayo on it. You know what?
Lettuce. The hot and spicy is the one sandwich that goes perfect with mayo.
Yeah,
like extra mayo.
It helps kind of like because sometimes those hot and spicy McChickens are either
dry as
really spicy, or they're dry, and like the mayo kind of helps like
balance it out.
Or they're perfect, and they're just like the perfect like moisture texture or whatever.
Perfection. That's all we need is perfection.
Yeah, that's all we ask. It's not much, right?
Perfection. Yeah, just perfection. Just perfection.
Oh God.
Man, I've been on a seltzer thing ever since I saw that White Claw was going to come out, the White Claw Surge.
Are you just prepping yourself for White Claw Surge?
I've been trying to find it. I don't know when it comes out. So I
don't think it exists yet.
I've been buying seltzers left and right to figure out which seltzer is the best. So far, Corona is my favorite. But today I decided to switch it up and go with Michelob. I kind of regret my decision.
Don't be a pussy. Just go Mad Dog 2020. 100%.
There we go.
Don't go back.
Maybe I'll just whip out the Crown bottle and drink it straight.
Really thinking with your head.
Oh, by the way, I saw on TikTok people were drinking Crown Apple with Manzanita soda, apple soda. Mm-hmm. So I'm not a Crown Apple guy. I fucking hate Crown Apple. But Noelia loves Crown Apple, so we decided to go get some. That Manzanita Sol with Crown Apple is fucking delicious.
You know what's also really good with?
What?
Fireball. Like, I know what you're thinking. Fireball, right? It's disgusting. It's really cinnamony. It's just too much. It scared people away from actual cinnamon products.
It's too sweet.
So listen, with Manzanita Sol, just like a little bit of like the Fireball makes it taste like an apple pie. It's like
I can see that. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you that one.
You gotta get. I recommend that.
I feel like Manzanita Sol's the answer for all the nasty fucking alcohols. Just put a little bit of Manzanita Sol in it.
I don't know if Everclear. I don't know if it could fix Everclear.
Oh, but Manzanita Sol? Yes, you can.
Well, I guess if you mix it, because Everclear like kind of disappears once you mix it, which is super weird.
That's why it's the greatest.
Such a strong liquor.
Yeah, it's the greatest liquor to fuck everyone up with. Just mix it with something
need,
sweet.
A couple bottles of that.
You mix it with something sweet and you're fucked.
Yeah, because it just goes away for some reason, which is super weird.
It's like moonshine.
It's just really because it's such a potent.
Yeah.
Like such a potent like liquor by itself.
Yeah.
But when you drink it mixed in with like punch and stuff, like juice, jungle juice and stuff. Dude, you don't taste anything. Not even a burn.
No, you just taste the sweetness.
Yeah, and you're just like, this is easy, and it doesn't hit you until
this doesn't have alcohol in it. But 5 minutes later, oh shit!
Dude, I had a situation one time when I was at a party in college, and we went and did the jungle juice, and the guys warned us, you know, don't drink a lot of the jungle juice because it's really strong.
Yeah,
like, they put tequila in it, they put like Mohawk in it. And they put like a ton of stuff with like, but when you drank it, it tasted like Hawaiian Punch. It was really like, but it was pink. It was like really like smooth, and there was no burn behind it. So we just started drinking it, me and a couple friends, and eventually we started putting like vodka gummy bears in it, and eventually we started just taking shots. And then before I knew, like blackout, like just sitting outside, like. Smoking a cigarette. I don't smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
Like I was just so drunk that I was like, I'm fiending for a ciggy. I need a.
Isn't that so weird? How when you're being reckless, you fiend to be more reckless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Every time I would get super drunk, I would always crave a cigarette.
Yeah.
And I never bought my own pack. Like that's a thing I'm very proud of. Never, as much as I've smoked cigarettes, I've never purchased my own pack.
Nice, congratulations!
I've just like gone to bars and bummed them off.
Yeah, Very
well,
nice.
people in college, so I never had that, and so I don't really have like a desire to do them and smoke cigarettes. It's just something that like I very much enjoy if I'm drinking.
Yeah.
Like I'm able to kind of like enjoy if I drink heavy with like friends.
Yeah.
And, like not feel like a need for it.
Because it like mellows you out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Can I tell you about the time I blacked out with something super sweet?
Sure.
Okay, so this was post high school, about a year after high school. I believe it was 2013.
Good old 2013.
Good old 2013. Me and two friends. I don't want to say names, but me and two friends. We decided. We got invited to a graduation party, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna head out there, and we're like, you know what, fuck it, let's buy some liquor. You know, let's booze it up because they were gonna have a keg at the party. You know, can't be rude. You gotta show up with something. Mm-hmm. So we show up. We ended up buying Bacardi Dragonberry.
Dude, okay? I hate that stuff.
We so buy that shit, and we bought fucking Hawaiian Punch, a whole fucking gallon of Hawaiian Punch. Now, keep in mind, I stay away from sweet drinks just because I don't like the hangover it gives me. But that night, I was like, oh, I've never tried this. Let me try it. So I had a little cup. You know, I drank it. I was like, oh, this is pretty good. Not too bad. We go on table to play beer pong. And we're playing beer pong. And me and my friend, we're just like, we're killing it, dude. We're sweeping table, just nonstop killing it. And then we get to like the fourth game and we lose. And we were playing that whoever lost had a clean table, you know, drink everything on the table. When we weren't paying attention, they poured Crown into our cups. So we drank that shit, and it was fucking disgusting. But at that point, I was already kind of drunk. So I was like, fuck it, and drank it all. Go back to the car, or to where we had the cooler. I pulled out the Hawaiian Punch. I was like, man, pour me another one. Went down like fucking like a Hawaiian Punch. I was like, oh, fuck, that's delicious. Let me have another one. Fucking killed it. Next thing I know, I'm about 5 in, and the lights start coming in and out, you know, started blacking out. And I just remember we were leaving, and I had to take a piss, so I jumped out the car and just started taking a piss in front of this dude's house while everyone's walking out. And I'm just sitting there fucking pissing, just waving at people. Then I'm done. I jump in the car.
Been there, college.
I jump in the car. We're driving back to my homeboy's house. And they're just jamming out, you know, just fucking rave music, just boom, boom, boom.
Because 2013.
Hell yeah.
Also, it was like when it was all.
Hell yeah, we had Benny Benassi, fucking Skrillex, everything. We're just jamming. Avicii. And I'm just vibing, bro. I'm drunk as fuck, kind of blacked out here and there, and just vibing, going with it. They rolled the windows down. The wind was hitting me. I got more and more drunk as the wind hit me. We get to his house. And I'm like between blacked out and kind of conscious, but not completely. Tell me why I felt like I was overheating, and I decided to just strip down to my underwear. And I took off running.
A mistake, Danny.
I fucking ran all the way down the street, turned around and ran back, and jumped at one of them. And I was like, hug me, bro.
Hug me, bro.
Yeah, I was so fucked up, dude. I was dancing. There's a video somewhere. I might pull it up someday. I don't know. It's pretty fucking embarrassing.
But if you can find it, that would be hilarious.
I was drunk as shit. I'm sure I have it somewhere.
Yeah. No, so
I might expose myself and put on the weekly D.
I'm pretty sure that time that we went out, it was like we had like 10 to 12 of those drinks, plus the vodka gummy bears, plus so apparently our DD thought it was a good idea to also start drinking, so she was the most drunk out of all of us.
Oh no!
And then one of us ended up having to drive her home. And then once apparently the next day she just fell asleep on her floor.
Oh no!
Apparently woke up on her floor like, yep, I did that.
Holy shit!
Yep.
Good times.
That was like my first semester at Texas State.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Dude, my first semester at Texas State was so fun.
Yeah.
It was just a vibe. It was just a moment in time.
Yeah.
That no longer exists. But it did exist at one time, and I'm proud of that.
Hell yeah. That was a vibe. Those memories that will never be forgotten and also kind of not remembered.
And some of them, I'd rather have not happened, but I'm glad that they did at
Bro,
the same time.
Yeah, I feel you on that one because like if I would have never gone streaking, that would have been great. But I did, and it got recorded on video. Oh, dude, it was fucking hilarious. I was trash, bro. I was white girl wasted, like white girl wasted. And I think they played Britney Spears somewhere in between the car ride, and that's why I started stripping. I
probably convinced you they were gonna go skinny dipping, and you were the only one who decided to go.
But it was just guys. I doubt I was just too drunk, bro. I overheated. I needed to cool down.
I overheated.
That's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Put some water in this bitch.
Oh, dude, that was rough. God. The hangover after that was fucking horrible.
Dude, I can imagine. Well, sweet drinks also just fucking there's all the sugar.
Worst hangovers ever.
You're just like, oh, unless it's like a cider, which it's like for some reason it doesn't really do that for me.
Because it's not as sweet.
When you mix it with stuff, you're just like.
Horrible. Fucking horrible.
Plus Bacardi Dragonberry is like disgusting. The dragon fruit one.
Dude, it's so fucking good. What are you talking about?
No, I fucking hate it, dude.
Tastes like fucking Kool-Aid.
Maybe I just don't like Bacardi. Maybe that's what it is.
I don't know, dude. That shit fucking tasted like... It was mixed in the Hawaiian Punch and it tasted like super sweet Hawaiian Punch.
To me, it just tasted like alcohol and I was like, gross.
But I was also fucked up by the time I drank it.
True.
Never tried it.
I usually when I started drinking Bacardi was not drunk yet.
Yeah. No, ever since then, dude. Whenever someone pulls that out, I'm like, "Do you really want to see me get white girl wasted?" Because I will strip.
Me with tequila.
You with tequila makes your clothes fall off, huh? Ironic.
Goddamn.
Oh man.
Well, shall we move on to the first topic, my friend?
Yeah, let's move this forward. Our first topic of today...
El Sheeb's Crypto Watch.
It's El Sheeb's Crypto Watch, brought to you by Kyle C.
Yep, here we are again.
You know, one day we're going to be sponsored and we're going to be like, brought to you by DOGECOIN.
Or Robinhood, or something crazy.
Or Voyager.
Or fucking Coinbase.
Bro, Coinbase would be pretty sick.
Coinbase would be pretty sick. You guys should definitely
I should hit them up on our behalf.
Yeah, Liquid Death also, by the way, smart. You did that mineral water. You guys should totally sponsor us and stuff because I really like your stuff. Okay. Anyways, let's get
into the Crypto Watch, Kyle.
Yes, let's do it.
What you got?
Do you want to start with the first question?
Of course. All right. So, how do I get into this? Our President Biden, our good old boy Uncle Joe. Can we call him Uncle Joe? I don't think we like him enough to call him Uncle Joe.
Theo Joe.
Well, Theo Joe recently went. What was he having? A press conference?
Yeah, he was having like a press conference.
It was a press conference. Okay. So Theo Joe was having a press conference, and during this press conference, he made some comments about adding a 40% tax on capital gains on cryptocurrency.
As well as other stocks and as well.
Yeah. Which is fucking wild, dude. 40%. So,
it's a lot. But
it is. Think about it. If you make $1 million off Dogecoin, you gotta pay 40% of that. So you're only a $600,000. That's bullshit.
$600,000.
Yeah. That's bullshit, man.
That would suck. So with that being said, on top of that, I guess the way to put it is like, to be fair, the capital gains tax. So what Daniel kind of explained, in a roundabout way, is basically with this capital gains tax, it's only for people who make $1 million or more in profit.
Mm-hmm.
So for making $1 million, you'll pay the 40% tax on that $1 million, which, like he said, is pretty fucked. And the reason being is not necessarily because people always wonder, okay, well, I don't make $1 million a year. I don't make $1 million in my gains. Why do I need to be worried? How does this affect me? Well, people don't realize that this actually affects the whole market because there's a lot of institutions and there's a lot of businesses and high level people as well as traders that have been in the game for a very long time who regularly make $1 million a year, if not more. off of cryptocurrency and stocks
or
stuff.
stocks in general, man.
It trickles down. So when they hear that it's taxed 40%, they're going to just sell before that happens.
Yeah.
And so we saw that last week with that big sell off, and not only in the stock market, but a massive sell off in cryptocurrency.
Yep.
Bitcoin went from sitting at 62,000 down to 49,000 at its lowest. Mm-hmm. I mean, it took a hit, and all the other cryptos that unfortunately follow Bitcoin took a hit as well, including some of our altcoins that we were really kind of watching and kind of looking forward to seeing where they would go, including DOGECOin, BitTorrent token, so on and so forth.
Especially like Doge hit a standstill, like it dipped and just froze. It hasn't had much of a change.
It's been consolidating, which I think is a good thing. With that being said, like even with the dips, it's kind of held that 27-cent range.
Yep.
Which is nice. So hopefully that continues. I mean, it did hit a low of 14 cents last week, which was like rough.
Which I'm not gonna lie, I took advantage of.
Yeah, you bought the dip?
I bought a little bit, yeah.
Good, as you should. You should buy the dip.
Yeah.
It's a good rule.
Yeah.
But honestly, like I said, these are like, I haven't said this yet, but these are basically just comments, and what the comments did to the market. Imagine what happens if they go into place.
Well, it's because, I mean, think about it. These comments aren't from just Joe Blow or someone on the internet like us. Comments came from POTUS. From Uncle Joe, bro.
And I mean, it's a big Democratic talking point, which is something that I tend to disagree with now that I'm in the
game.
This is one of those talking points. Now that I'm in the stock market and I understand how it works, it does worry me a little bit.
Same.
Because if rich people, unfortunately, if rich people start losing money, so do the poor people. That's really how it works, unfortunately, especially when you're in an investment game. So just something to keep in mind, especially if you're going to be investing. I don't think it'll ever come into fruition. I don't think it'll ever pass if you were to throw something out like that.
I think there's too much money, too many institutions with money in the stock game, both on the Democratic side and the Republican side. That I don't think it's gonna go through, but it did give everybody a scare.
Not to mention, money earned is money earned. In my opinion, I don't really believe we should be paying. At least even at the 35% range that we're paying now, we shouldn't even be paying that.
I agree.
I mean, it should be a lot less than that. And the same goes for the millionaires and billionaires. Unfortunately, yes, they are very wealthy, but they're not wealthy because they're lucky. They're wealthy because they're smart.
Yeah, because they play the game.
A lot of money. Yeah, and they understand how dividend investing works. They understand how to not be taxed for certain things because you're not paying massive capital gains if you don't sell, things like that. So I mean, it's just something to keep in mind.
Yeah, but, I mean, regardless, millionaires are always going to find a loophole.
Yeah, that's why they're millionaires.
That's their job, is to find fucking loopholes, or they hire someone to find loopholes to protect their money. They're not just going to bow down like that.
You don't become a millionaire by giving in.
Exactly.
And just letting things go the way they're supposed to.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I got a little scared. And seeing everything drop. But at the same time,
me out a little bit too. But
at the same time, I was like, "Fuck it, we're gonna double down. We're gonna hold our ground. If we see dips in if pretty much I put in my head, if I see dips in anything I'm invested in, buy."
Yeah,
because I trust the investments I've made to make me money. So I guess that's the first question you have to ask yourself whenever you're investing is one. Do you fully believe in the idea, or are you just trying to flip it? Yeah.
If you're just trying to flip it, maybe go ahead and sell your assets. But if you fully believe in the coin, or the stock, then you should hold. Which
is what I did with my stocks. The ones that I was just trying to make a quick buck on, I was still up ahead by a lot, so I fucking sold those shares. And the money I make off of that, I'm gonna put into a higher dividend stock, to start making a little bit of money, because I'm trying to learn how the dividend reinvestment and all that works.
Yeah, you got to put a lot of money over time, but I mean, if you make good money in the market, you throw it into
Well,
you
yeah,
throw it in eventually, you can make passive income.
that's what I'm saying. Like with the money I made off of selling my stuff off, what I'm thinking is I'm gonna put it into high dividend yield stocks, reinvest that money for a couple years. Then once I own enough of a majority of it to get a good dividend out of it, fucking.
A recommendation for you for a stock when you get an opportunity. We'll talk about it. We can talk about it after.
All right.
Or I'll send it to you in chat.
Yeah. Let's do that. Text it to me. Oh yeah, I'm already in.
Okay, cool. You're okay.
Yeah.
So anyways, regardless, sorry. But yeah, no, and we were right. If you want to take a look at the end of the day in terms of like the bounce back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Bitcoin as of today, Monday, April 26th, we're currently sitting at 53,896, almost 54. It keeps kind of bouncing up back and forth from 54K, back from the 49K, and it's hungry, and it looks like it wants to keep going up.
Yep.
Ethereum's also hitting like record highs. At this point, Ethereum already hit the 2,600 mark last week and is currently back at $2,521,000.
Yeah.
So Ethereum's going to keep going up, in my opinion, and I don't think Ethereum has. Ethereum's a coin very similar to Dogecoin that isn't capped on the amount of coins that are in circulation, and that's which also, yes, there's a lot of them, and
Oh no, Kyle froze. While we wait for him to come back, he's still kind of frozen.
I'm here.
Are you back? Okay.
I'm back.
We lost you. We lost you
for
a second. No. It ended on Ethereum.
Yeah, well, Ethereum's got a lot of potential. I guess moral of the story.
Okay, gotcha.
Watch out for Ethereum.
Okay. I got a question. Did you get into SafeMoon? Because it was kind of tough. Being a Texas boy, we got to find different alternatives to get.
Yeah. I was going to ask, how did you end up getting SafeMoon?
I still haven't gotten it. I haven't figured it out.
See, I'm this is one of the few times, and multiple times that I've been very blessed to live in a different state than Texas.
Yeah.
Because Texas has such weird, laws against crypto and certain things like that. They banned Binance, which doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Which is it's just kind of dumb to me, but I am currently invested in SafeMoon.
Yeah,
about $100 invested.
I'm thinking about starting a Facebook group just for people in Houston that are in Texas that have SafeMoon to figure out how they did it. Yeah,
well, I know a lot of people who are using VPNs, but I'm pretty sure that's very illegal.
Yeah,
and you can get some trouble if they find out that you own that.
Yeah, because now you're breaking fucking Texas laws.
Yeah, because I don't know. I guess we'll see with that one. But yeah, I'm currently invested in SafeMoon. I like where it's going. I like the plan they have for it.
Yeah, I saw it had a big increase over the past couple of days.
It had a big bounce, but it also had a nasty dip, and it hasn't really recovered from that dip just yet. And of course, my dumbass bought at the high, so.
Okay.
Like $50, but
I mean, the high in SafeMoon right now ain't shit.
Exactly, and I think it can go up pretty high.
Yeah.
I think it could hit a penny, realistically.
Yeah,
I think a penny is realistic.
I need to figure out how many SafeMoon coins I need to buy.
Well, the good thing is if you buy SafeMoon, on top of that, over time, because so the thing that people don't really understand with SafeMoon is SafeMoon has a 10% fee whenever you sell your coins. So the incentive is to hold. So basically what happens though is once you sell your coins, you're charged a 10% fee. 5% of that goes to basically 5% of that goes back and gets redistributed within the community. Another out of the other 5%, 50% of it is burned, and then another 50% of it is what do you call it? Liquidated and put back into
So what do you mean by burn? It's destroyed. It's
so it's
gone?
put into a wallet that nobody can access.
Okay.
And it basically gets locked away, and it cuts the circulation of the supply.
Okay.
So you're making basically that's making it possible for less and less of SafeMoon to be in circulation. Currently, SafeMoon's actually cut about 41% of their total amount that they started with.
Okay.
In the amount of SafeMoon that they had originally brought in.
Mm-hmm.
So they've already burned away 41% of that.
Oh shit.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's potential there. Of course, there's a couple things. I'm not a fan of the 10% fee very much, but I understand why they have it.
Yeah,
and I also like getting, because it's like you said, it's redistributed.
Yeah.
Back to the holders for holding. So some of it goes back into supply, and the other bit goes back into like other people's wallets. So like I've actually been earning SafeMoon for holding.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I've been keeping SafeMoon, and I have a couple tokens that I'm interested that I'm holding currently that are kind of the same. So like I have one. Yeah, I have about 8 million SafeMoon currently.
Fuck.
But I had I think I had about 7 million before.
Okay.
And then I had about 48 million Elongate, which is another one that I have. And now I'm at 49,512,621.
God damn.
And then I have another one that I'm really interested in, which is that one I was telling you about before, which is NFT art, which is currently at don't get me wrong, a 51% drop right now, but it's also, it's 0.0000000013. I think that's the price of it currently.
Yeah.
That being said, I'm still up $238.
Nice.
Hell yeah. And I have about 18 billion.
Oh fuck. Nice.
So even if NFT art hits a penny,
yeah,
I'm in the 140 million range.
Okay, we need to talk off air on how you got NFT art and whatnot.
I got you. It's easy.
Yeah. Okay.
You have a trust wallet. I'll get you set up.
Gotcha. Okay.
Still involves Binance Coin though, so it's Binance Smart Chain. So we'll have to figure out a solution, some swaps. But the swapping is so expensive on like a.
Well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
I want to learn how to mine Dogecoin in SafeMoon.
Dude, honestly, well, I don't know if you can mine SafeMoon currently. I think you can, but like Dogecoin and Ethereum would be the ones I want to mine.
Yeah, we need to learn how to mine. I think that'd be a good investment.
You just need a big PC with a rig.
Yeah.
Okay, but buy a mining rig for it.
Okay. Well, anyways, let's keep the conversation going. Let's not get too far into what we want.
Yeah, next thing.
Into what we need to talk about. All right. This is a question I was thinking of earlier today, and I decided why not ask the crypto king, Mr. Kyle C. So as crypto continues to create a new generation of wealth, have you noticed that it looks like kind of old wealth is trying to fight it back?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think what do you think is going to help crypto overcome these obstacles? And what obstacles do you think are going to come with it? Because, I mean, obviously what we're seeing, and this is what I'm loving about crypto. For me, crypto isn't just a quick buck anymore. It's kind of a movement. You know, where it's a movement.
It's an investment.
It's not just an investment. It's become a movement in where we're creating new generational wealth through these investments. And we're changing the power distribution in the world, because now you're getting a lot of people that would have never had money or would have never had this amount of fucking money. And, through their smart investments or through trusting a friend that told them about it, they invested and they made a buttload of money. They're cashing in on it. Obviously old wealth and wealth of the superpowers of the world that have been for forever and ever, and it looks like they're trying to fight back in some ways, kind of like Biden's 40% bullshit. Turkey banning the coin in general, and more countries are getting scared with crypto, and they're teetering on whether or not to ban it. What do you think is going to help crypto kind of legitimize and overcome all these obstacles? And do you think it's going to be a battle from now on and forever?
No, I don't think it'll be a battle forever. To kind of go into your question, I do think crypto has already legitimized itself to a point. I think with Bitcoin and the amount of people that have pushed for Bitcoin over time, I think it's already kind of proven itself to be a useful asset, especially in the space of USD to fiat money, like using this kind of thing as a store of value and gold. Basically, Bitcoin for a lot of people is the equivalent to gold.
Yeah.
Even though it doesn't necessarily exist, it's not like really based like based on anything. It's shown that people see the value in it.
Yeah.
And I think that's further legitimized it. Not to mention the amount of taxes the U.S. puts on it. Not to mention the amount of hodlers that there are. There's a lot of people who hold Bitcoin. I hold Bitcoin. You hold Bitcoin. Like, we all hold Bitcoin at this point because we see that it has value.
Yeah.
Can you buy and spend Bitcoin? Sure, but how fucking hard is it to do that? It's pretty fucking hard.
In downtown Houston, though, there are Bitcoin ATMs.
Yeah, and there's also Bitcoin ATMs that actually also you could get Dogecoin too.
Yeah, yeah. Or you can cash Bitcoin with a small transaction fee.
To answer your question, I think it is creating a new generation of wealth. I think we're seeing that. We've actually seen a few crypto millionaires in our time. Like, we've seen a lot when Bitcoin first came out.
Yep.
When Bitcoin started to rise and people started holding their Bitcoin way past $13 a share or a coin. And people became multimillionaires. And now we're seeing that with the altcoins like Dogecoin, Ethereum. I mean, specifically, we've noticed it in Dogecoin because Dogecoin is the one that people know about. Like, yes, everyone knows the big three at this point. They know Bitcoin, they know Ethereum, and then now they know Dogecoin. With that being said, like, Ethereum and Dogecoin have also been bringing in a new amount of millionaires, specifically Dogecoin, with its massive rise from 7 cents all the way up to about 48 cents.
Bro, that was a time to be alive, to see that number.
Cross the threshold of millionaires that day. Like, that day that happened, millionaires were made.
Yep.
Some multi-millionaires.
Yeah.
Like, off of a meme coin.
Off of fucking internet currency.
And I do think that there is a lot of old wealth. Like, there's a lot of old wealth for one that doesn't understand Bitcoin. And then also in a sense, there's also younger wealth that's still old wealth in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
That understands Bitcoin but doesn't understand altcoins. Like, they don't get Ethereum, they don't get why Dogecoin or BitTorrent or any of these other coins are successful and how they could be successful because there's only Bitcoin in their minds.
Yeah.
And I think they're pushing because if you go on Twitter or Reddit or anything like that, you'll see a lot of negativity against a lot of these altcoins. Because it's people that are like, oh, well, Bitcoin's based in this and Bitcoin's based in that, and it's got this use case. What does this coin have? And well, the answer is very simple. Like, it has a use case. It also has faster transaction times. It's able to be used as an actual currency rather than a store of value. Like, there are really real world cases for this, and they just don't want to agree with it. And so they fight back and they post shitty articles and they just push it because they don't understand it. I think that's definitely happening within the space.
Yeah, I've also been seeing on TikTok and shit where people are trying to scare people off of crypto. Saying that the government's going to shut it down and
no way.
I don't see it. I don't see it shutting it down simply because it's not a government thing. Like,
it's decentralized.
Yeah,
it's decentralized currency that's happening currently. What's happening right now is unprecedented.
Yeah.
Like, especially with the amount of altcoins that are actually starting to gain traction along with Bitcoin. Like, what's happening right now is massive. And a lot of that is due to there is a hype behind it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, there are people that are going for the hype. They want to just make something quick, get rich quick, make quick money and get out.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people who see the value in these coins. And they see the value in what the potential is. And they're really starting to actually take it seriously and invest.
Yeah.
I mean, you can take
Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban is a great example, specifically with Dogecoin. He's been using BitPay to fund the Mavericks and for their ticket sales and stuff like that. And he is a true believer in Bitcoin, or not Bitcoin, in Dogecoin. Somebody actually asked him today on Twitter. So we'll go back to that, and I can pull it up for you because I want to talk about this.
Okay.
Because they asked him a general, I would say a pretty fair question. He said the question was, why Doge over other cryptos designed to be currency mark? Why not back one that has utility and value? And he replied, because Doge is the one coin that people actually use for transactions because there's low transaction fees and it's also one of the fastest block times that there is in the crypto space. So like you're getting your money back really quickly.
Yeah.
We take many others via BitPay, which, by the way, BitPay is the future, in my opinion. Like, keep an eye out for people starting. And all businesses are going to eventually start using BitPay or something similar to BitPay.
Mm-hmm.
But people spend their Doge, and that means more businesses will start taking it. The greatest inhibitor to its growth is that you can't spend the Doge you buy on Robinhood. So that's the biggest thing that's actually holding it back, is because you can't use it on Robinhood. But we all know, if you've been in the crypto space, Robinhood is working on wallets where you will be able to eventually transfer all of your crypto to a safe wallet, to a private wallet, and use it as a place where you can buy and sell, which is as it's meant to be. Also, by the way, you guys are going to be seeing this later, but Mark Cuban is also going to be on the Ellen show tomorrow discussing DOGECOIN. So we'll be able to kind of see where that goes.
Yeah, this might be the first time I actually watched the Ellen show.
Yeah, I don't watch Ellen either. I'm not the biggest fan of Ellen, but a lot of people like Ellen. Mm-hmm. A lot of people watch Ellen every morning to see what she has to say.
I mean, just think about it. A lot of, not to stereotype it, but a lot of women that are stay-at-home moms, they live off of Ellen.
No, I'm watching Ellen. Even with all the controversy, they still like Ellen.
Yeah. Well, because, it's a good distraction, good midday distraction for them.
Not to mention, the amount of money that Mark Cuban originally had made, like, off of when he was doing BitPay to first start. He bought it at, 4 cents? Mm-hmm. Whenever they started BitPay, and he made, like, $112,000 on Dogecoin. And then it hiked up to 43 cents. Or to 48 cents.
Yeah, like he's for it. He's in it to win it.
It doesn't. It makes sense. And
oh, go ahead.
I don't know. It's just hard to imagine why he wouldn't be bullish about it. So of course he believes it, because he's using it in his business and he sees that it makes him money.
Yeah, and you know what? I think that's where Dogecoin is going to be really legitimized, is when we have these, celebrity millionaires beginning to take it as a payment. Mm-hmm. The more we see it become an actual currency that's used for goods, traded for goods, I mean, that's there's no denying it at that point.
Honestly, I'd be okay if we got paid in Dogecoin.
Bro, that'd be tight. The only thing is it's extremely volatile.
It will right now.
Yeah.
But more people that accept it and use it as what it's meant to be, which is a currency, the more it'll start to mimic the dollar.
Yeah. Yeah,
and eventually it'll hit $1.
Yeah, and I mean
it will hit $1. It's gonna happen,
and that's what we need, right? To make it a more legitimate thing is start using it, not just hold it, but use it. Yeah. So hopefully, the future brings great things for us.
Yes, agreed. And I think the crypto space is definitely going to bring wealth to the young class of people, and I this may be forward thinking, and apologies for thinking that, but I truly think that in the next 5 years I will be a millionaire because of my investments in cryptocurrency.
Possibly, yeah.
I fully believe in my investments, and I'm very careful about what coins I invest my money into. Mm-hmm. And I make sure to look at their use cases. I make sure to double check what their function is, and not all of them are going to be successful.
Yeah,
But I don't need all of them to be successful.
No.
I need 1 or 2 of them to blow the fuck up.
Yep.
Which could definitely happen.
Yep.
With the amount of money I put into them. And if they do, especially with some of the potential people that have been statistically kind of gauging what the potential price could be, BitTorrent token, for instance. Mm-hmm. There's analysts that are thinking within the next 5 years it'll be worth $7 a coin. I have $227,000 or 227 coins in tokens within BitTorrent.
Damn.
So I'll be well over a millionaire by then if that happens. If that one token works out and goes with the analyst.
Yeah.
So I mean that's just a thing to think about. I do think I will be a millionaire personally, and I'm speaking that into existence.
Hell yeah.
Will I be a billionaire? We'll see. But it'll be pretty fucking cool.
I'm gonna be a millionaire.
I want to be a millionaire too. Hopefully, I won't be like Venezuela millionaire.
God,
that's like the equivalent for like $5,
right?
The Venezuela, the bolivars, bro. Bolivars are worth like nothing.
Yeah. Dude, that's rough.
Yeah, it is rough. Well, they use USD. I don't know if you know that. But now they're just using the US dollar because it's
that's worth so much more.
It's backed like by something, so they can use USD for regular stuff. So a lot of people in Venezuela use and take the US dollar.
Wow, that's wild, bro. That's so fucking crazy.
Because bolivars are so much, you literally have stacks and stacks of like millions, literally. Of like bolivars, and nobody's gonna take that for like $4 in USD. Yeah, when they could just have like $4 USD.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right. You want to move on to the next segment?
Yeah, we've talked about it enough. I will say, last, I guess, like the thing before it, turning my actual crypto watch. So paying attention to BitTorrent token. Of course, I'm in Dogecoin, so be on the lookout for Dogecoin. I think there is definitely going to be a pop. Bitcoin and Ethereum looking great. I think they're set for a nice bullish run, at least in the short term. I think we could see Ethereum definitely hit 26K again, maybe touch 27K. I do think we may see Bitcoin kind of hang around the 54 range for now, but I think it'll be back in the 60s within the next month or two.
Let's hope so.
And then, of course, like my tokens that I'm looking at, BitTorrent token, Dogecoin. I am invested in SafeMoon. Always use risk when you're going in, and I'm not a financial advisor. I like their use case. I like what they have the potential for. I really like their CEO, and I see potential in them. I'm also looking at NFT art because I also really like their use case. Really think, look up NFT finance, take a look at what they want to do with it. That's the reason I invested. Of course, like I said, be careful. ADAs, of course, good Cardano. There's like a lot of other ones, Nervous Network, Tron. Just be on the lookout. These are a lot of ones I'm personally invested in. I really like, but there's also a couple that I'm not invested in that I've recommended to you because I do know that they have value.
Yeah. Okay.
So be on the lookout.
Hell yeah. Be on the lookout. And that ends our segment with Kyle's Crypto Watch.
Talking about the Dogecoin, talking about the Doge.
All right. So let's move on to our fan favorite segment of the show, Pendejo of the Week. All right, Pendejo of the Week is part of the show where we use listener suggestions and our own searches to find the biggest Pendejo of the Week. If you know someone that deserves to be Pendejo of the Week, send us your suggestion on Twitter using the hashtag POJ and tagging us at the Weekly D Pod, at Danny_G951, and at It's That Guy Kyle. Pendejo of the Week.
Pendejo of the Week.
And cut.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah. So our Pendejo of the Week, first and foremost, goes to a DC pastor who used PPP loans to buy Tesla, Baltimore property. And basically what happened, a DC pastor used loans meant for COVID pandemic relief to buy a Tesla and a property in Baltimore, according to U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of Maryland. Rudolph Brooks Jr. of Cheltenham, Maryland, known as the pastor at Kingdom Tabernacle of Restoration Ministries, faces a federal charge for wire fraud. They also have seized $2.2 million from various bank accounts that he apparently has.
Shit.
Along with his 2018 Tesla Model 3.
Wait. He technically embezzled that money, right? He stole it?
Yep. That's exactly why he's in it, for wire fraud, technically.
And instead of buying a brand new Tesla, he bought a 2018?
2013.
2018.
I'm sorry.
2018.
I read this.
I mean, come on, bro. You're going to steal all that money and you get a 2018? You should have at least got the fucking Model S 2020 Super Sport with the self-driving.
Maybe he thought that would be like, I don't know.
Too much?
Okay, no. I mean, he bought more than that, apparently. He bought 39 cars, actually.
39? Holy shit. Oh
yeah, including a 2017 Mercedes-Benz S-Class.
Okay.
Two 2017 Q50s.
Okay.
2015 Cadillac Escalade.
Oh.
2005 Bentley Continental. That's actually kind of nice. Even if it's a 2005, I like Bentley Continental is pretty nice.
Yeah,
a 2018 Model Tesla 3 and a 2014 GMC Yukon XL.
Okay, but instead of buying all that, he could have got himself a 2021 Tesla Model S. Or is that the SUV? I think it is.
He could have got himself a fucking Lambo.
Bro,
Lambos.
Federal investigators have discovered Brooks used a defunct
just for his poor
choice
property. Of the week.
Yeah, I mean, come on now. If you're gonna steal all that money, you should at least buy yourself a nicer car.
Yeah, no. Fuck the.
I mean, fuck
the pastor for using coronavirus relief bill in order to buy stuff like that.
Right.
You're a fucking asshole for that.
Dude, God gave it to him, bro.
Of the week. But you're even more of a pendejo of the week because of the choices of
because you made shitty fucking purchases. Yeah.
Like, what are these fucking old ass cars that you're buying? Granted, like I said, 2005 Bentley Continental. That was a great purchase.
But still,
my opinion.
Still, I mean, it raises red flags. You bought 39 vehicles. You could have bought one really nice fucking vehicle and been straight. No one would have realized it. He would have probably got away with it if he would have gone and bought himself the brand new Tesla.
I got 39 cars. I need a full garage.
I mean, he could have bought a freaking 2021 Lincoln Navigator fully loaded, $100,000 car. No one would have batted an eye because it would have been one car, one purchase. But instead, he bought 39 fucking cars, and they're all almost shit. Why would you do that to yourself,
dude? I don't. Fucking people are fucking stupid, in my opinion.
I mean, if you're gonna be a thief, be a smart thief.
Well, buy some cool shit. That's why they get caught, and that's why they're pendejo of the week.
Exactly. Well, I mean, like I said, not for stealing money, because I mean, stealing money is bad, but it's not the worst thing in the world.
You shouldn't do it, but a lot of people do it every day.
Yeah. But
Enron did it for a very long time.
Yes, they did, and so did Bernie Madoff, R.I.P. But, I mean, you fraudulently obtained $1.5 million. And you racked up credit card bills, made a shitload of purchases at restaurants, bought a bunch of old ass fucking cars.
Honestly, he probably could have laundered it, just fucking like.
Dude, he could have done so much better for himself.
Just bought it all into the stock market and just threw it in there and threw in the Dogecoin.
I mean, exactly. He could have done so much better for himself. He could have bought himself a Tesla. He could have bought himself a nice house.
Granted, I'm glad he didn't buy a Dogecoin.
Yeah, that would have sucked.
Yeah,
but he would have kept it.
Really bad on us.
He would have kept it. They wouldn't have made him give it back.
Yeah, I guess when you leave jail after making a ton of fraud,
you'd be a
money,
fucking billionaire.
You get your money back whenever you come back out of jail, right?
Yep. But yeah, so anyways, because you're a dumb fucking thief and you made stupid purchases, you, Sir Rudolph Brooks Jr., are our pendejo of the week. Shit, that sounded like someone grabbed you by the balls. No. Sounded painful.
No, I can do really weird voices.
But yeah, so ending our Pendejo of the Week segment, which was always fun. Thank you, Kyle, for suggesting Mr. Rudolph Brooks Jr. He really, really, really deserved it. But anyways, you're in Kentucky. It's a certain time of the year where Kentucky does something very fun that I've always dreamed of going to. We've talked about doing it in the past, where one day we'll own a horse and enter this.
It's Derby time, baby.
It's Derby time. Oh,
it's Derby time, baby. It's that time of the year in Louisville again, Kentucky. The greatest 2 minutes in sports that can be Derby.
Wait.
So for
you said the greatest 2 minutes in sports.
The greatest 2 minutes in sports.
Okay, because you kind of cut out. You kind of cut out when you said the greatest 2 minutes, and in my head I was like, it can't be the greatest 2 minutes of my life because that was last night.
Oh, good job, Dan.
Only 2 minutes long,
lasting over the 1:30 mark.
Right, and I didn't fall asleep. It was awesome.
But yeah, guys, it is officially time for the Kentucky Derby. For you guys who have never been to the Derby, what's the Derby like in Louisville? It's fucking insane. There are people like celebrities and fucking locals who just spend tons of fucking money to Churchill Downs and just go fucking nuts, get super wasted, and just have a fucking blast betting millions of dollars on horses.
America.
Fucking sick.
Dude, I've always wanted to go. I've always wanted to go to the Derby. I want to experience
You should come if like for some reason I'm still here next year. Yeah. Come and we'll go to Derby.
Oh, we take a trip to Kentucky.
Honestly, just like side note outside of podcast, like take a trip to Kentucky this year anyway, and I'll just take you to Churchill Downs and we'll go see a race.
Hell yeah!
It's like outside of the Kentucky Derby, it's like $2 to get in.
Right? Is it really?
Go bet on a horse. Yeah, it's like $2 to get in, and we can go and drink and.
Are beers cheap? Because the raceway here in Houston, they're 50-cent beers on Tuesdays.
No, well, I think certain days they might be cheaper, but I mean they're like $4 beers.
Well, that's not bad.
I mean, honestly, better than nothing.
Yeah.
But with that being said, like you should definitely come and check it out. But Kentucky Derby, also on top, it's really crazy. But there are a few weeks for locals right before it where there's just a lot of stuff going on. So there's Derby Week. So Derby Week has, for instance, there's this big concert. There's Thunder over Louisville, which is the biggest fireworks show in the United States that they would do every year. Coronavirus was a little bit different, unfortunately. But outside of that, they have a bunch of free concerts. Like they had Chris Lane 2 years ago, which Vaughn went to. They do like free food. They do all kinds of like free events you can go to. Like we saw like a hot air balloon like race
badass
in the mornings, and they have all kinds of stuff like that. Like every day of the week during Derby Week, like leading up to it, and then the Derby Week like actually happens, and then they have like there's Oaks, like which is a Friday. There's a day before on Thursday, which is I don't remember the name of it, but those are all other days that people go and bet on horses. Like a lot of locals will come on Oaks, and they'll go on the Oaks Day, and they'll spend like a little bit less money to go and just party it up, have a good time, bet on horses.
Hell yeah!
And then everybody loves Derby time. We like watching Derby on TV. It's just fun sometimes to like watch all the different races because there's races going on all day.
I was about to ask, how many races is it?
I think it's like 17.
Because there's like one main race, right?
Yeah, there's one main race, and that is the Kentucky Derby. That's what that's called. Like
that's the actual where the big dogs run.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where the big dogs run. And I do have some contenders to look out for if you're going to be betting this year on the Kentucky Derby. What are some crazy traditions during Derby? So as you've probably seen, a lot of the men, for instance, wear very bright colored suit jackets, like blazers from like Vineyard Vines that are like $500 blazers that are just like super bright and ugly. And you would never wear them outside of that. Yeah, like checkered ones, like very light spring colors. And the girls will wear these things called derby hats, which are these very expensive, like very beautiful hats that are just like all kinds of stuff all over them. Some of them are like themed. So they'll have like horses and certain things like that. And some of them are just really pretty and elegant. People drink a shit ton during Derby.
Hell yeah.
A shit ton. And actually, there's actually two famous cocktails that you can have when you're there at Derby, which is the mint julep and the lily. Okay. So mint julep is a mint flavored cocktail with bourbon. And it's one of the most famous ones that you would hear. Like when you come to Louisville, like people will say like, oh, like a mint julep is like, like the most famous cocktail we have.
Is it good?
Like,
have you ever had it?
Yeah.
It's
pretty good. I like it. Most people hate it.
Really? Why? Because of the mint and the bourbon, or?
It's the mint. It's the mint for people. Yeah, but for most people, it's like the undisputed thing. But on Oaks Day, the day before Kentucky Derby, there's this other one called the Lily, which the Lily is a very basically it's a very sweet drink. It's 1.5 ounces of vodka, half an ounce of orange liqueur, 3 ounces of cranberry juice, half an ounce of lemon juice freshly squeezed, half an ounce of simple syrup, garnished with 2 blackberries, and garnished with a lemon wheel. And that's a Lily.
Sounds pretty good.
You can drink through these suckers fast.
Yeah, they sound pretty good.
But they're fire. Like they're delicious. Yeah. I would highly recommend. But you can get them all year round. But people love drinking them during Derby.
Okay, badass. They sound good. Like I said, they sound good.
So unfortunately, if you're living in Texas, which a lot of our listeners do, if you're betting on the Derby through Twin Spires, you cannot, because Texas doesn't allow gambling. Even though they have horse racing in Texas, which doesn't make any sense.
We have ostrich races too.
Yeah, not to mention lotteries and other things like that too. It doesn't make any sense. With that being said, I know a lot of Texans who have other ways of gambling on the Kentucky Derby, aka going through
DraftKings.
Finding some ways to get through that. So, Daniel, will you be betting on a horse this year?
When is it?
It's gonna be Saturday.
Maybe. Yeah. I'm not sure yet.
I definitely will be.
I've never betted on a horse before, so I'm kind of nervous.
I recommend it.
How do you decide to bet on a horse though? Like,
you gotta look at odds.
Do you look at his
not always
odds?
Sometimes it's odds. Sometimes it's looking at it. Like when I first got into it was in 2017 when I first moved to Kentucky. Their big contender was Justify. Justify ended up winning a Triple Crown. And I did bet on Justify, and I did make some money off of him.
Badass.
But their other top contender was
what do you see in a winning horse? Like, focus, as his coat,
determination.
Is his coat nice?
Like legitimate.
Does he have his hair braided?
Keep in mind that a lot of these horses are $1 million horses. Like, they're worth that much.
Yeah. I know that.
All of them are.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do they got huge hogs on them?
No, I mean,
how do you find the winner?
They're focused. They seem focused. They seem ready to play. Like, I guess, like, they're not, like, biting at, like, the other horses. That's kind of guiding them. They're not, like, you're just watching how they focus. And
okay.
Sometimes.
So they're like Lightning McQueen, where their speed.
Yeah. I mean, basically, I like, that's what I like to look at for horses. How well the jockey controls them. How well they can manage that. And if I see one that's out of pocket, like, he's not going to win. I'll tell you that right now.
No, that's the one I would bet on.
So I will give you some top contenders for this year that people are saying that are going to be like the top 4.
Okay.
First one's going to be Essential Quality with 5-2 odds. There's Hot Rod Charlie.
Okay, I'm going for that guy.
Odds. And then there's Medina Spirit and a Rock Your World. Both of these are 2 different horses, and they both have 8-1 odds.
No, I'm going for Hot Rod. Just because he has Hot Rod in his name.
Just because of the name.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do that. They go from the name too. So
yeah, because Essential Quality, that doesn't sound pretty cool. I was an essential worker, and it wasn't all that great. I didn't get an extra check. That's all I gotta say about that.
But yeah, so that's Kentucky Derby. Maybe at some point we'll have a full Kentucky themed episode where I could just journey my Texans and my fellow Texan friends into what Kentucky is all about. But for now, I just wanted to talk about the Derby because it is Derby week.
It's Derby time.
It's one of the funnest times in the year for people who live in Louisville. So,
it sounds like a lot of fun. I've always wondered what it was like to be in a city when they're like getting ready for all this and the actual event going on.
It's pretty fucking cool. We saw Hot Air Balloon randomly yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Which was kind of cool, yeah.
Nice.
Just because they released a ton of them yesterday because they rained on the day they were supposed to release them. So there was just a ton of them that were just floating around.
Nice. Oh, by the way, did you know today's a pink moon day?
No, what the fuck?
The moon is pink, but it's too cloudy in Houston to see it.
Yeah, it's probably cloudy here too. I don't know. I
It was upsetting. I was so excited. I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go see this shit." Nope.
And God said, "Let there be clouds."
You son of a bitch.
I'm gonna run to the bathroom real quick.
All right. Well, let's take a break real quick.
Then we can jump into band.
Yeah, because I got to pee too.
Yeah. All right.
Break time.
And up next, we have Banff of the Week. Just like Pandeo of the Week, Banff of the Week is also driven by our own research along with listener suggestions as we look into the biggest badass of the week. If you have someone you think should be our Banff of the Week, feel free to send us your suggestions on Twitter using the hashtag BAMF and tagging us on it at the Weekly Pod, at Danny_G951, and at It's That Guy Kyle.
Damn, you fucked
Thank
up
you guys
your
for
own
listening.
username.
I know. Fuck, dude, what the hell?
You've been hanging out with me too much.
But let's get down to business and get to our Banff of the Week.
Man, you've been hanging out with me too much. I always fuck up the intros and reads. But anyways, Banff of the Week this week is actually pretty dope. I have one suggestion that I suggested myself because the GOAT was in it. But Kanye West raised $1 million for DMX's family from his Balenciaga sales.
How do you say it so Mexican? Balenciaga.
Hey, you know what?
No posuao.
Fuck you. Shut up, fool.
Balenciaga.
Fuck, I didn't even know how to pronounce it in English.
Balenciaga.
There we go. Got it. Nailed it. I've been listening to Bad Bunny. I know how to say it.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I thought that was pretty dope that Kanye West actually donated money to, DMX's family.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, we lost probably one of the greatest hip hop voices of all time, and it's pretty dope.
It's unfortunate, man. It really is sad. So shout out to Kanye West for doing that and kind of raising some money for his funeral.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Well, for his family. I'm sorry, not for his funeral.
Yeah, for his family in general. I mean, I'm sure they'll use it for different things. I hope them kind of stay afloat. It's a big loss.
But it's good that they're going to have the opportunity to use it for whatever they need to.
Yeah, and I mean, I just think it's awesome that, Kanye just went ahead and did it. Like, no questions asked. Who knows if it was out the kindness of his heart, but he did it. I know him and DMX go way back. Yep. But yeah,
Agreed.
That was my suggestion for Bam for the Week.
So my Bam for the Week is a little different because it starts off with a really shitty situation.
Oh, I have a clip.
That leads into something. Huh?
I have a clip if you want to play it.
Yeah, play it if you have it.
Okay, let's play the clip.
Okay, let's play the clip.
So I thought I was going to have a heart attack.
It was a moment of disbelief for Karen McBride as she was talking to the Cleveland County District Attorney's Office this week, where she learned she was a wanted felon for never returning Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, on VHS 21 years ago.
21 years ago.
Dude, how fucked up is it that she's potentially a felon?
No, she was a felon. She was listed as a felon.
She was listed as a felon
for a warrant for her arrest for 21 years.
For fucking Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Out
of all the shows, like the old WB show, Sabrina the Teenage Witch was not the greatest show.
It's not.
To be a convicted felon. Hold on, you want to listen to the rest of the clip?
Yeah, let's listen to the rest of the clip, actually. I want to hear the rest of it.
A movie she says she never even rented.
No, actually, I had lived with a young man. This was over 20 years ago. He had two daughters that were 8, 10, 11 years old. And I'm thinking he went and got it and didn't take it back or something. I don't know. I have never watched that show in my entire life.
Sounds pretty suspect to me.
Online documents show McBride was charged with embezzlement in March of 2000, but never knew about the charges until recently when trying to change her name on her license after getting married.
And they told me that I had an issue in Oklahoma, and this was the reference number for me to call this number, and I did. Meanwhile, I'm a wanted felon for a VHS tape.
Documents show the movie was rented at Movie Place in Norman, Oklahoma. We've since learned that business closed in 2008. Ed Blau with Blau Law Firm told us Tuesday, even though there's technically no victim now in the case, because charges were filed and a warrant was issued against McBride, Cleveland County could still prosecute the case.
I mean, I didn't try to deceive anyone over Samantha the Teenage Witch. I swear.
She don't even know
McBride
the
says
name.
over the last 20 years, she's been let go from several jobs without giving a reason why, and says now it all makes sense.
This is why, is because when they ran my criminal background check, all they're seeing is those two words: felony embezzlement.
Now, imagine you're applying for a job. They do a background check. It pops up. You're a felon. You have a felony charge for embezzlement on you because you never fucking returned a VHS tape, VHS tape of Sabrina the Teenage Witch. I wouldn't hire you at that point. If you got a felony for Sabrina the Teenage Witch, it wasn't even like Conan or what was another good show back then? Static Shock.
Yeah, I mean, let this be a lesson to you. Make sure to always return your VHS tapes to like the local video store, please.
If that's the case, I'm fucked. I got so many movies I could take back to Blockbuster.
Oh, dude.
I got Hollywood Video movies.
That's fucking nuts, though. Like, could you imagine, like, the fact that they actually, like, they must have got her on late fees, because even a felony charge, like, is, like, was what, over $100?
Yeah. But imagine,
So, I mean,
imagine she would have rented this like somewhere around 2002?
Maybe even the 90s. Like
really early 2000s. The store shut down in 2008. So that's at least 6 years of fucking late fees. Just stacking up on top of her.
Which probably led to the felony charge for it.
Well, I mean, that's stupid. Wild, bro.
That's dumb as hell.
Imagine how stupid she must have felt when she went to go change her name. And they're like, ma'am, you got a felony. We cannot help you change your name. We're going to have to turn you into the police.
The Oklahoma Police Department. Why? I haven't lived in Oklahoma in 20 years. Ma'am, apparently you never returned a copy of Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
So you're going to jail.
Store. God damn it, Jared. But she does get banned for the week because she's been able to handle it pretty well. And her case was dismissed.
Oh, was it?
So, yes. Okay. She now needs to just get it expunged off her record.
Dude, how funny would that be though? Like if the person she was talking to, yeah, and the judge is fucking the guy who does the voice for Mr. Mackey on South Park.
Okay, you're gonna spend the next 10 years in prison for this 10 year, 20 year video. Okay. I hope you like rotting in prison. Okay.
She'll turn in. That would be funny. Like you should have taken the movie back. Okay.
So yeah, lady who basically didn't return a video but got charged as a felon, but I don't know, has got the case dismissed. You're banned for the week.
Oh, does this mean she can play Akon while rolling down the street with the windows down?
Only if she pays people in Acorn.
You know, convict music.
I'm locked up. They won't let me out.
I mean,
technically she was never in, so. All right,
that's still fucking hilarious.
To our next favorite segment.
Oh yeah, this is our favorite segment. Our newest segment, I want to say, Keep It or Yeet It. Keep It or Yeet It this week is brought to you by @bendito.chris on Instagram. He hooked us up with these super fucking dope hoodies. You can see them on our Instagram at the Weekly D Pod. Hit him up at Bendito Chris. That's at BENDITO.CHRIS at Bendito Chris. He hooked us up with some super fucking dope Be Someone hoodies. They're dope as fuck. They got cool. Texas in the back with DJ Screw, bunch of Houston inspired art. You know, we're all for it. We're all for Houston artists. We support local. So go hit up Bendito Chris, DM him, tell him the Weekly D sent you, and get you your hoodie or t-shirt. Yes. But yeah,
he does sell ship them out of state too. You just have to pay shipping and handling because that shit is expensive.
Yes,
so
it is.
Help him out if you're gonna want something and feel like you have a little something from home. You're wanting something. You live in Chicago and it gets cold. You know, this is a really warm hoodie. So
it's super soft.
It's super soft, super warm.
It's cozy, bro. It's the kind of hoodie your girl's gonna steal. So order you 2 of them.
Once they figure out how soft it is.
Yeah, so just order 2 of them while you're at it. All right. So Keep It or Yeet It is where we take user suggestions on just about anything and take a vote on whether it's cool enough to keep or whether we should trash the suggestion and yeet that son bitch to outer space. You can send us your Keep It or Yeet It suggestion by tweeting us at the Weekly D Pod, at Danny_G951, and at It's That Kyle using the hashtag KOY.
You fucked it up.
I'll fuck yours up too. Oh god. Alright. So our first Keep It or Yeet It suggestion was the Mortal Kombat movie. Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it yet. I'm waiting.
You haven't
me and my wife are gonna watch it together. We just haven't had time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we won't do a review on it.
Okay.
But I mean, it's Mortal Kombat. It's got to be better than Annihilation, right? It's got to be better than the movie from the 90s.
Are you excited for it?
Yeah. No, I want to watch it.
You want to watch it? Okay. Well, I mean, to me, it was like Godzilla versus King Kong. It was a fun ride. Okay. You're in it for the ride. You're not really in it for much more. Just to have a good time.
That's all I want.
Yep. So if you're looking for that, Mortal Kombat is definitely worth keeping. If you're in it for a storyline, you might as well just eat it because Story in it ain't all that, Chuck. It ain't all that.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, you're in it for a fun ride. Like I said, keep it. It's just like Godzilla.
I'll keep it too. If I get
okay.
Like,
I'm gonna keep it. I had fun watching it. I enjoyed watching it.
Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll keep it. I'll keep it because I do want to watch it.
Okay.
So.
Okay. All right. Next one. Have you seen the new Yeezus slides?
No, but you can show me them right now.
How do you know I was gonna show them to you?
Because I haven't seen them yet.
All right.
So, what the fuck are those?
They're the new Yeezy slides. Can we say something real quick about Kanye West and his fashion line? It's so dull.
Yeah, it's kind of boring.
It's very boring. The colors are boring.
Well, it's boring and weird.
Yeah.
Like, you can't be both.
Exactly. But the new Yeezy slides, they actually dropped today.
Okay. How much do they run for?
I think they're around $80. Take my word for it. I think they're like $60 actually.
I'd pay $60 for those. To be honest with you, like I'd buy for $60. I'd wear those.
You'd rock them. They look comfy.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. They look very comfy.
Like I'm also one of those dumb motherfuckers who would also buy Gucci slides. So.
Oh, Gucci flip flops.
Just because they're Gucci.
Gucci flip flops.
So.
I don't know.
If they're any more than that, then I would say they're not worth. $60.
They're funky looking.
They look like they might be comfortable though. Like
yeah. That's what I was gonna say. They're very funky looking. The colors they're either brown, they're caquita brown, aguacate green, or some sort of peach.
That peach tan color is what I'd like the most. Like, out of all of them, like that's the nicest color.
Yeah. Besides that, like I said, the caquita brown.
Yeah.
Avocado
75 is not bad. That's Canadian dollar too, so that's actually like
60.
less. It's actually more like $60.
Yeah, so they're around $60. The tan is kind of pink, actually. Now that we're looking at it,
maybe the pink is the pink's not too bad though. Like that tan color is what I like. I don't like the really brown or like the yellowish color.
You don't like the caquita brown?
Nah, not unless you got some like I don't know.
Come on, bro.
I don't know.
The caquita brown with some Dickies.
Are you gonna match them with your skin color? I don't know.
With my Dickies, bro.
My Dickies, dog.
Come on, fool.
What are you gonna match them with your skin color?
See the avocado ones, you get a little bit of guacamole on your white t-shirt, you're good.
There you go, you're good to go. And then the pink ones, I'm already pink, so I'll match them with my skin color.
Perfect. So yeah, the Yeezy flip flops going for roughly $60.
Easy flip flops.
Are we keeping them?
Bitch in my socks.
Oh, that's a fire. A fuego.
That's directly from Bad Baby.
Yeah.
Almost exactly.
So, are we keeping them or yeeting them?
You know what? I'm gonna yeet those though.
I'm not digging the colors, dude. They had different colors. Like if they're in black, I'd be down.
Or dark blue, like a really nice like royal blue or something.
Yeah.
Like that. I'd be fucking like, or baby blue even. Baby blue would be fucking sick. Honestly.
Yeah, that'd be player.
Or a nice red.
Ooh, a maroon. A
maroon would be sick too.
Maroon I'd would be tight, like, bro. Hell yeah.
I'd actually wear if they were maroon.
See, that's what I'm saying. Why is Kanye West's shit so fucking bland?
It's weird. It's neutral, but also like weird.
He's like
I said, you can't be both.
He's one of the most creative fucking producers ever.
He's one of those boring like
clothing lines. Yeah, throw some color on that shit. All right. So we're keeping or we're eating?
Eating.
You're going to eat it? I'm going to go with you and I'm going to eat it too. It's just...
Sorry, Yeezys.
It ain't my style. It's a little bland.
It's not my thing.
All right. Next one. Next keep it or eat it is Caitlyn Jenner announced that she's going to run for governor of California.
Honestly, it can't get worse than what it is now.
Bro. So, I mean, yeah. The current governor's on recall.
Really fucking bad. It's horrible in California. Well, if somehow Caitlyn Jenner can figure out how to like even out the homeless population,
I don't think she's
some of the systemic issues that are happening there.
Yeah.
Then okay, Caitlyn Jenner deserves to be like the governor.
No,
but
I do not want
Caitlyn that because I don't like celebrities trying to.
No, hold on. California had two of the greatest celebrities as politicians. We had Ronald Reagan.
You're not going to tell me Arnold was a good politician.
Oh, we had the fucking governor, bro. The governor was...
No, it wasn't a good politician, though.
He was a great politician. What are you talking about?
Disagree. And this is why I'm going to yeet Caitlyn.
He was the fucking governor. Fuck
Only
Caitlyn.
because of the name.
Bring the governor back.
You say fuck Hitler.
No, I said fuck Caitlyn. Bring the governor back.
I said fuck Hitler. I was like, well, yeah, fuck Hitler, but like, why do you break him up?
Oh, let's bring
What's do California politics?
Well, you know, Arnold was related to Hitler. Little known fact.
Like, no, he's Austrian. He's not.
No, they're related. They're cousins. Look it up.
Whatever.
Here at the weekly,
I'm gonna yeet that because, like I said, I don't really like celebrities in politics that much.
Yeah.
I would also vote for The Rock as president, so I'm a piece of shit. Whatever.
Yeah, fuck you. You hypocrite.
Yeah, I mean, I have nothing against Caitlyn Jenner. I think she's probably smart.
I don't think she's got the talent to be a
she's more
governor.
of a celebrity than she is a politician. She really hasn't shown me anything politically that she can do.
Exactly. I mean, besides winning Woman of the Year, her first year as a woman, she hasn't done much.
That is a dub. That is a dub, though.
She hasn't done much since.
Winning Woman of the Year is her first year as a woman.
Hasn't done much, as it said. So, like I said, fuck Caitlyn Jenner. She's not fit to be a governor. Let's bring the governor back. Let's straighten up California. And yeah, that's where I stand.
I hate to say it, but you need to throw somebody like Greg Abbott
in like California. No, fuck that. Bring the governor back. Bring Arnold back. Steroid up Arnold.
You need to bring somebody really, really, really conservative to like even out California.
Yeah, I guess. But no,
somebody ultra conservative.
You know what? Let's just send the Zodiac Killer down there. Let's send Ted Cruz down there.
Honestly,
he'll straighten it out.
Ted Cruz in California may actually mix surprisingly well.
Because Ted Cruz is just gonna bail out on everybody when shit gets tough.
Yeah, he'll go to Mexico.
He's gonna be in Tijuana, fucking at the donkey show.
Oh my god! But yeah, I'm gonna eat that for now.
All right. We're eating Caitlyn Jenner. All right, next one. I know we got one more. This one was actually pretty cool. I don't know how much of a car geek you are, but I love cars.
I'm not a big car.
I love cars. And Ford announced today their new GT Mach-E, which is pretty much their first electric car to have the GT package on it. I don't know what fuck that means, because, I mean, GT's all performance, like Hemi, supercharger, whatever. But they're adding it on an electric car.
Can you supercharge an electric car?
I don't think so. But it's going to be interesting to see the GT package on a Mach-E. I'm actually pretty excited about it because after seeing what Tesla's done with their electric cars and like their electric motors and how fast they can go, I'm super curious what a Mustang can do.
There's a lot of potential there.
There's a lot of potential for speed and power.
I mean, I don't know. I might actually keep that. That's kind of sick.
I'm keeping the innovation.
I don't know. I'd have to look at the specs. I'm all for innovation and moving forward out of oil and gas, even though I work in oil and gas.
You son of a bitch. Like I said, you hypocrite.
I don't even care.
No. Okay.
What we got next?
Last one. Before we end the show, the MCU drops a poster of Falcon as Captain America.
I just got to witness him like earlier today. I finished the last.
I have not gotten there. I'm like 2 episodes behind.
Yeah, honestly, fuck it. Yeah, fucking cool. I mean, I expected him to be Captain America at some point.
Yeah.
After Endgame. So very happy that it finally came into fruition.
Yeah.
Not to mention, well, okay, I can't say anything because it's spoilers. I'm gonna spoil it for you.
No, don't spoil it. I haven't seen it.
I'm not going to.
I'm gonna watch it tonight
because there's comic spoilers too. Well, you know, okay.
I know the comic story.
Okay, you know comics, right? Do you know West Coast Avengers?
A little bit.
You know U.S. Agent? Okay. U.S. Agent has a part in this.
Oh.
In all of this.
Okay.
Which you probably won't even see coming. But yeah, U.S. Agent.
Now I'm going to look for it. Fuck you, Kyle. The
fact that U.S. Agent exists in Marvel's Cinematic Universe
is fucking dope. Awesome. Yeah.
So, just keep that in mind. Sorry. I didn't mean to spoil that, but that's like something I wanted to talk about. I was like, U.S. Agent is actually in
You couldn't have saved it for accidental chaos? Also, guys,
we're talking about Scooby-Doo this episode.
Gotcha. Okay. While I mention Accidental Chaos, let us shamelessly plug them real quick. Accidental Chaos is a podcast hosted by Kyle C and a bunch of our friends. They geek out, they nerd out every week. They drop new episodes on Wednesday. They're super hilarious. They're pretty much, if you were to grab a little bit of the weekly D, throw it against the wall and grab a comic book and scoop it off the wall, and there you go. You got Accidental Chaos.
Yeah, we don't have an episode this week, but you can check out our stream that we did last week on Twitch at Accidental Chaos 69. So if you type that in, you should be able to find our Minecraft Dungeon stream that we did. But we will have an episode that we're recording this week that will come out next week for Scooby-Doo.
Yes, sir. Also, you can follow them on Instagram at Accidental Chaos 69. Check them out. Like I said, they drop new episodes every Wednesday. They're super funny. They're hilarious. They nerd out about all sorts of comic books, movie monsters. Y'all are doing Scooby-Doo, or y'all do cartoons. Y'all do everything. It's a great fucking time. I've been on it. I had a blast while I was on it, even though they fucked me over with Bob Ross impersonations. But it's all good.
Bob Ross.
It's all good. They're hilarious. They've been on this podcast a bunch of times, and they'll be reoccurring on this podcast every now and then because they're awesome people. I love all of them. They're hilarious. They're a good time.
We're gonna all hang out in person at some point.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get fucked up together. It's only a matter of time.
At some point,
it's only a matter of time. But yeah, check them out. Also, you can check out our brothers at Pass the Gravy Podcast. They also drop on Wednesdays. They are not part of the Paper Plate Media, though. They're part of the Pass the Gravy Network, which we're also part of because we're whores. We whore each other out.
Yep, that's how it goes.
Yep.
So is that it? Is that it,
well,
Daniel? Are we?
Hold on.
Are we unfortunately done for today?
Actually, we are. That's fucking wild. It feels like we haven't been podcasting that long. But before we go,
so long, farewell to you, my friends.
Before we go,
for now, until we meet again.
So long.
I said for long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again.
One more time.
I said so long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. I said so long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now,
until we meet again. Woo! Kyle with the golden voice coming in clutch to end the show. That was awesome, actually.
Thanks.
I love that. You should do that more often. All right, guys. Before we go, I gotta shout out my cousin real quick. Yes. Be on the lookout if you're in California in the LA area. My cousin, Chef Aldo. He's a super fucking dope chef. He's been all around the world. He's studied all sorts of cuisines. He's been a pastry chef in Vegas. He's traveled all through Mexico to find the best recipes. And as of right now, on Thursday, May 13th, that's next month, May 13th, my cousin Aldo will be having his first pop-up in LA, introducing his newest business venture. It's called Mi Troquita Tinga. It's a food truck where they are serving everything tinga. If you don't know what tinga is slow cooked shredded chicken that is home smoked in chile chipotle and my cousin Aldo's very own adobo sauce, aka his Aldobo sauce. Aldobo sauce. Again, it's Thursday, May 13th. They will be serving the best tacos, burritos, tortas, tostadas, molitas, quesadillas, and salad bowls de tinga. And they will also have vegan and vegetarian options. So please go check them out.
Kentucky.
Go show them some love in the LA area if you're in the LA area. Be on the lookout for Mi Troquita Tinga. And you can follow them on Instagram at Tinga_hum, HUM, BOWL Productions on Instagram. Show them some love. Tell them the Weekly D sent you. Tell them that Danny G and Kyle C sent you. They'll know who we are. They actually listen to the podcast. And yeah, go show them some love. Let's get the D fam to show the D fam some love and support our friends and family.
That's right.
Well, yeah, that's all I had for today. You got anything else, Kyle?
Nah, man. Invest in crypto or be poor.
There we go. Crypto to the moon. Doge to the moon. Crypto to the moon. It's about the new wealth generation. Be on the lookout.
Mm-hmm.
And
I sent you a meme. I sent you a meme, Daniel.
You sent me a meme. Okay. All right, Kyle. Hit it with the exit song one more time.
So long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now.
Until we meet again.
I said so long, farewell to you, my friend. Goodbye for now.
Until we meet again. Perfect. You killed it.